making fresh tortillas today?
Yes, we are.
All right.
Ooh.
You're tuning in because you know you can't spell daddy without the Addy. I said you can't spell daddy without the Addy. 15-minute show today, so we have got to go quick. We've got to go fast. Let's get that simultaneous sip, the American pledge, so you can be back on your way today. Thank you for joining us, whatever time of the day it is. We are started early here at 8 o'clock. You can hear Goku Cat yelling.
Yep.
We have got the smoke detectors fixed after a 2-week onslaught we'll talk about. And we have some other exciting news today. Danger in the air with volcanoes coming your way. Let's talk a little bit about what we're going to do in those emergencies, and let's get back to our business today. Right? Goku, thank you for joining us today. Addy, could you please lead us in that simultaneous sip?
All you need is a cup or a mug or a glass, a tankard or chalice or stein, and contain jug or a flask, a vessel of any kind. Fill it with your favorite liquid. I usually like coffee. Hot cocoa works too. Crunchy peanut butter or soft peanut butter. Not letting it go, Jack.
You did that without looking at the paper, Addy. Good job.
But anything
Here comes
works. And let's do a simultaneous sip.
You get to go to There you go. Goku is in the shot. Thank you, Scott. Thank you to everyone out there joining for the simultaneous sip. We'll see you at the 9 o'clock time with Scott Adams School and Erica leading that whole group. But whatever time you're joining us today, thank you for joining us for the simultaneous sip. As you guys know, there's something about knowing we're all out there taking that sip together and facing the day, facing the information that's coming our way, some truth, some lies, all hidden back and forth. Thank you for taking it upon yourself to want to know the truth and to seek it out. Sean, if you can't be quiet, you're going to lose your privileges, buddy. Stop singing. All right, little man, it has some news for you today. But first, the American pledge. One thing that unites us all across America in all 50 individual states
Of America.
is our desire for success, for our family, for our goals, for our future. Is that right?
Yes, it
Addy,
is.
please lead us in that beautiful pledge.
Let's go, kids. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And we are seeing Justice for All this year. 2026 will mark the year not of just the super semi
Quincentennial.
of celebrations this summer, which we've talked rigorously about and we'll continue to talk about, but we are flipping the tables. We are raising back the curtain. We are seeing the fraud everywhere. Hey, Goku. But we especially see it in states where we funneled billions of dollars that have been wasted. Dollars that could have ended up in your pocket. Dollars that could have ended up in the families that need it
The most.
This could have gone to help so many people across America. We could have so many solutions solved, so many people out of the homelessness, so many people out of suffering. And yet, money that could have spent to feed people in need was stolen. And so this year, this quarter, Q1 is all about showing you more of the truth. But before we get there, let's have some family-friendly news. Addy, what are you telling us today?
I'm telling us about the platypus.
The platypus.
Scientific name? Or
Origin?
Orange.
I put it up for you so you can try to read it. This is yours. I can't help you.
I know. Orange. Henson.
No, not even close. That's an F. Okay. You practiced a little bit. How'd you do? Should you practice more?
Yes, I should have.
That's exactly what that shows. Okay, tell us more about the platypus. You couldn't get the scientific name, but let me tell you, there's probably 1% of the population out there that would even know the scientific name of the girl. Go ahead, keep going.
Ready? The platypus has a duck-like bill, a beaver-like tail.
What?
And it uses electric It uses something electric field, and it goes underwater and feels it through the electricity bouncing off of it, and it goes down when it's stuck like Bill. Yep.
What else can you tell us? Where's it from? How much does it weigh? Where do we find this puppy?
You can find it all the way to East Australia, all the way down to Tasmania.
That's right. What else is in Tasmania?
The Tasmanian devil.
That's right. So you got the Tasmanian devil and the platypus if you want to get down there. That sounds like a fun little adventure.
And in the desert, there's the thorny devil.
Hey, it's not your turn, little buddy. Thank you. Sean, Cameron. There you go. Addie, thank you for telling us about the platypus. Is there anything else you'd like to educate us about the platypus?
A few more things.
Go ahead.
How does it live? It lives in a burrow, and it lays up to 1 to 3 eggs.
Wait, a platypus lays eggs?
Yes, it's a leg laying animal. It's a leg laying.
There's something special here. You're missing it.
A leg laying.
It's not a leg laying. It's an egg laying.
Egg laying.
Okay. Do you have studying to do?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
That's right. Have you earned extra homework today?
Yes.
Why?
Because I didn't study enough on the platypus.
That's right. This is part of your school, right?
Mhm.
And if you can't explain what you did, then you fail your test, right?
Yep.
Okay. So several parts we missed today that you got during practice and warm-up, right?
Mhm.
Could it be stage fright? Could it be the pressure? What do you think makes you forget?
I don't know.
Well, that's good to express. Lots of people can hit that blank spot. People who study really hard can get in the middle of a test and they can go blank, right?
Right.
And that's one of the reasons we talk regularly about our neuroplasticity and how you at home can do exercises, skills, and tips that help keep your cognitive functions at the highest peak possible, right?
Right.
Now, did you stay up a little too late last night, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe you did. I thought you went to bed early.
I did.
Did you wake up early?
Mhm.
You did. Did you do any of your workout, your physical activities?
No.
So is your blood pumping?
Mm-mm.
Have you done any calf raises since you sat here?
Mm-mm.
Guys, don't forget, your second heart is in your calves. If you want to increase your circulation, if you want to get your blood flowing, calf raises. You don't have to go for long walks. I mean, you could, but just sitting in your home, just doing a couple of calf raises pumps the blood and gets those calves stronger. That's your second heart when you think about it, okay?
Like
Addie, next time you're having a hard time, do some calf raises, little girl. Okay. Sean, your turn. Show me that A+. What are you going to tell everybody today?
Wolf.
Wolf? You're going to tell us about the wolf?
Mhm.
Tell me, what do you got?
Wolves.
Look at the kid.
Wolves have pups so they can protect them and feed them. And sometimes they can take down big things,
Yeah, like what?
like a moose. They stay in the pack.
They do.
And one wolf can't defeat a moose, but a pack can.
Because teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
So wolves hunt in packs, is that right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
And they understand that. Because working together as a team allows you to accomplish goals. Is that right?
Yes.
Is that one reason that we stand united under the Pledge of Allegiance? Because we all have common goals, which is for our safety and security, to get rid of all the fraud, to protect the children, and to protect our future.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
And that's one reason that we do the Pledge of Allegiance. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. Thank both of you guys for helping us today and for learning and teaching. We've got just a few minutes left, even though we started late. Let's get to the most important part of our news today. If you're paying attention, you already are aware of this. If you're anywhere on any of my mailing lists that I send out every morning, then you are fully aware of this. And if you're Jordan Walker or Ryan Ciardo, then you're regularly making fun of me for sending out this information. Name dropping them today just to test and see if Ciardo is actually watching. Walker, we know you don't watch. It's okay. We had one of the strongest flares of the 21st century.
21st century.
A combined 8.1, 1.5, and 2.8 X-class solar flare sequence that is still ongoing at M-class levels, flashing lights, warning for sensitive viewers. Guys, what we're here to tell you about and that we watch regularly, and I keep my kids on it because you're a scientist. You need to understand that the sun always
is shooting out energy.
shooting out. Yeah, we're spinning around it and we're spinning around it and we're flying through space, right?
Yep.
Well, the sunspots, the solar flares that have been happening, I've been reporting on this regularly since 2018 to make everyone's attention on it because we see consequences when that happens, okay? We're not talking about the climate scam or climate agenda or any of that stuff. We're talking about the sun that provides heat. And when those solar flares fly out, they send out all sorts of radiations or stuff. Now, Addy, is the Earth protected to some degree?
Yes.
Why?
Because of the electromagnetic field.
That's right. That electromagnetic shield that we have has two vortexes on the top and the bottom. And what does it do, Addy?
It grabs all the energy that the sun's shooting at us and clones it and shoots the good energy, thus enough the energy that we need, and shoots it right back at us. And all the bad energy goes to another planet or goes out into the galaxy.
It gets deflected. That's right. Now, when we see those solar classes, especially these X classes, biggest in the 21st century, Daddy's been reported on this regularly. They had to change the system they thought they were in because it wasn't a 7-year, it was 11-year. Daddy called it way ahead of time. But there are multiple other scientists on X that are showing you clips and videos and things you can see. NASA is also posting it. We read NASA this morning. We are in for what do we want to say? Some sun shower coming up over the next week. So what could happen, we're not going to try to scare anybody, but the conditions are primed for one of the first times since 1800s to have a huge event. Now, that would require that the flare that you can see, the sunspot opening up and it looks like the sun's ripping apart. The black pieces that are opening up are, facing us. As we're spinning around here, okay, the sun is also, moving and we're moving, but that flare is in line right now with what could hit us directly. And even then, we're going to be spinning and it's going to kind of bounce and we got an electromagnetic field. So, we can never truly predict what can happen. All we can do is show you as scientists that you are, that the conditions that could lead to some dangerous events are being set up right now. This does not mean for sure it's happening. So we don't want to scare you. Don't go take off running. But also, if you're not paying attention and you don't have emergency preparation, you are going to be on the other side of the table saying, why didn't somebody tell me? Why didn't I know? Why don't they talk about this stuff? Well, this is why we're talking about it, okay? One of the reasons we don't talk about the sun is because the people that were in charge, like Bill Gates, no longer is. You know why. But those individuals made sure to talk about the climate scandal so they could get money from everybody and never even mention the sun. Now that the language has shifted, now that we know those people were scamming us, and now that the fraud has been busted, we're able to talk about the sun again. And you're seeing it all over X. Again, guys, let me read this one time. The strongest solar flare of the 21st century. Okay, so you understand that we're talking about something abnormal that you may not have even heard in your news yet, and you should have. That on top of the sunspot, I hear you, Goku. The sunspots that are opening up and ripping are primed to hit us. If that happens, one of the most simplest things that we'll see is beautiful are the geometric storms. Now, does that give the aurora? Does that spread it further down into America, Addy?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, you don't have to just be in Alaska. You could be in Colorado, and depending how bad it gets, you could be in the middle parts of the states. And is that beautiful? Is that awesome to see?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so I mean, if people are going to go out at night, even if it's cold, and see these beautiful lights flashing across, that's gorgeous, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so if that's all we get out of the largest solar flare in the 21st century, that's a good thing, right? But could we get other things?
Yes, we could.
And depending on how hard we get hit, and depending on the angle that we get hit, guys, because we're spinning, depending on where on Earth it hits, could satellites get wiped out?
Yes.
Yeah, this is more than ever before. This has always been a risk, but we're talking about a high risk now. Satellites could get knocked out. We could lose power to the grid in certain locations. Is that right?
Yes.
Goku's ready to leave. But here's the worst part. Here's the part that nobody even talks about further that this journalist wants to make very clear to you. Addy and I sat at the American National History Museum. We have toured the U.S. We have been into every single volcano earthquake exhibit that any museum, any PhD has ever put a thesis on and put up. We sat there with the original volcano hunter, a 15-year-old out of Italy. I mean, the dude's 81 now, but when he was 15, way back before we ever had drones, there was one man that was trusted by governments all around the world to actually go into volcanoes and take pictures of live volcanoes. We've watched his whole life documentary. We sat in on his lectures, and we learned quite a bit about volcanoes during that time. Through that knowledge, through that experience that Addy and I sat in and learned, there's two things we want to share with you. One, millions of people are living inside of a Pompeii-like area that will die eventually. We will have another, like Pompeii, volcano that erupts because people are living in the port and in the area of those volcanoes, and they will suffer the consequences. That will happen, but it could happen, in another 500,000 years. But it will happen at one point because people are living in those danger zones around some of those volcanoes. So that's just truth one that was really hard to take, because when you're asked about, well, why don't we clear those areas? Well, because how are you? It's a national port. It's a major area. The money's there and nobody cares. And you don't know when it's going to happen. So why would you leave such a beautiful area when it could be, outside of your lifetime that thing even explodes? But the crazy part is that millions and millions of people are living inside those danger zones. That's just a side note. The important part for you to understand as a journalist that we're going to leave you with today is that the earth, everything works together. You've already been taught this. You already know this. You're a scientist. You know that the volcanoes have erupted and out comes lava and out comes new land. You know that the Fijian Islands, where we got married and conceived this little lady, 33 of the 330 islands that we island hopped were all formed and are still being formed by the underwater volcanoes that are continuing to erupt and explode lava. This is not news that you know all this. The largest volcano in the Pacific erupted 6 years ago and was the massive explosion, but it was underwater. More land being created.
Yep.
We say this to you because the Ring of Fire is becoming active. We've seen eruptions in Russia. We've already seen eruptions taking place in Japan. We watched in Hawaii the largest sprout that was as tall as a New York skyscraper, Addy. Wasn't that awesome?
Oh, yeah.
Guys, think about a lava spurt that's as tall as a New York skyscraper. I mean, that's crazy.
So,
and that was just one of the things that was happening in Hawaii over the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
We encourage you, for our friends out in Alaska, Aaron's not there anymore, but any of our other buddies out on the west side of Alaska, we've already sent the messages, they know. But everybody out on the west coast, you should be prepared and aware. We grew up knowing earthquakes could happen in Cali, and since then they've all been, baby shakes. We've not had any issues. We're telling you now that with this largest solar flare ever in the 21st century, with where it's angled at and how it's going to hit, at the least, you're going to see some cool geometric storms and some cool auroras. In our worst case scenario, we could see blackouts worldwide. We could see blackouts in whatever area is mostly directed at. We could see satellites. We could see technical issues. But I'm telling you that you need to be prepared with emergency water, walkie-talkies, and at least some form of a game plan of what happens if your kids are at school or you're at work and the volcano erupts or the earthquake shakes. That's it. We just want you to be informed, because if it is going to happen, is it about to happen?
Yes, it is.
The high chance that it could happen is around the corner. So today's news is simple. Please be prepared with emergency preparation, some ideas to help stay calm. When you prepare for an emergency situation, little girl, does it help you stay calm in the event of emergency?
Yes, it does.
Yes. And is Daddy getting laughed at by some of his best friends because I keep telling them to prepare for this?
Yes.
Is that going to stop us?
No.
No. And what happens when an earthquake does take place?
They turned out we were right.
Well, our viewership will probably go up 1 millionfold. But for right now, guys, send this to your friends and family. Send them a message. Just please, if you got anybody out on the West Coast, Jason, we see you. Guys, emergency preparation has never been at a higher level, because you're seeing the largest solar flare in the 21st century. And that's going to be our news for the day. Thank you for tuning in. Emergency preparation for everybody, especially if you've got loved ones out on the West Coast. Please reach out to them and tell them, hey, could you do me a favor and just prep? It's no big deal, but just, have a game plan with your family in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Tell them it's the largest solar flare since the 21st century. Guys, pay attention.
Pay attention.
Addy, lead us out. Sean, please lead us out. And thank you for joining us today and being appropriate.
Let's go, kids. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
He's biting. He says, don't show me off. Guys, thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for joining us for the Simultaneous Sip. Thank you for joining us for the pledge. We see you guys out there in Tennessee. Will, thank you for having the team join in. We'll try to keep these episodes during the week a little bit shorter so you guys can join, get the sip, get the pledge, maybe get a little bit less Goku, and go about your day.
Yep.
Thank you guys for joining us. Oh, we just rocked across the keyboard, and we love you all. God bless, and have a